In the last video, we flatlined Atom Smasher as Lucy, showing a good idea of what her capabilities can be, but how do you get to such strength? What modifications should you be looking to get, and where the hell do you even get them? How do you become Lucy from Edgerunner? Of course though, the main problem with this is that we need the levels, funds, and time to obtain it all. I'll give a budget build and the full-blown I want to be a sneaky and deadly motherfucker build to satiate everybody's need. Now if you want to look the part, I'll just link some videos for you to even get started on modding this game. That's a whole different mess to get into, but past that, what level should you expect to be and the attributes you should go hard in? Well, Lucy is seen to be very intelligent and very reactive, so most of your points should go into those two paths, at least 15. All perks and intelligence for mass vulnerability is the main perks you'd need for breach control. Since Lucy is an insanely good netrunner, of course, she used her sharp mind to overload the enemy. Here are some must-need quick hacks to unlock so you can wreck someone's mind. Subliminal messages, which will cause you to do more damage to unaware targets. Bloodware, which causes your quick hacking to do up to 30% more damage, and critical error, which basically scales with your crit chance and damage stat. Having these equipped in your arsenal with your Netwatch RAM, which is the best you can get, will allow you to melt the minds of almost any bad chumba that dares cross your path. Always good to cut up bodies with precision and speed, which is why you'll need the reflexes attribute high. These will expand your palette and make Lucy's weapon, or your melee weapon of choice, so powerful. Death Bowl, which is stamina and health are restored by 20% and your movement speed is increased by 30% for 5 seconds. I don't have to explain why this is important for the build. Feeling like a bee and Judge, Jury, and Executioner both scale damage based on the amount of health the other person has. At max upgrade, you can do 100% damage to someone with max health. Your damage scales by 3% per health point an enemy is missing when you have Fiery Blast. And Bloodless, after inflicting bleeding status on an enemy, hitting that opponent will restore your HP by 2 to 4%. If you can't see the pattern here, it's everything that'll make your melee weapon be able to cut atoms away from these bad chumbas. Cool is an attribute you can put a good amount of points in because it raises resistances and armor as base stat scaling, but also has some handy perks that'll give you Shiver. Plus, to get XP for this, just do as many stealth kills as you can and hiding bodies. That'll keep upgrading the stat. For ninjutsu, get Assassin and Crouching Tiger. These increase movement speed and crit chance when sneaking. And because Lucy is such a hidden badass, you should also get Ghost because it increases the time it takes before you get detected. As ninjutsu, we got Cold Blood, and well, all you need mainly is Cold Blood. Every time you take down an enemy, you receive a Cold Blood status, which increases your movement speed by 2% for 7 seconds, and can stack 3 times. Then you also got Blood Brawl. After activating Cold Blood, the damage you deal with melee weapons is increased by 5 to 10%. And lastly, Predator. The attack speed of your melee weapons is increased by 10 to 30% per stack of Cold Blood. Now again, these are just the main perks you should get. Everything else you may want to add, just add it yourself. Be your own Lucy, you know? Pretty much for athletics, just get Steel and Chrome, more melee damage pretty much. Wait, what weapon are we even using? What do you mean, what weapon? We are getting the Monowire. You know, her signature weapon that just dices tombs up like they are sliced ham? There are different rarities, but if you want the best of the best, you'll need to get 45 street cred and 35,000 eddies. If you want the best of the best, you need to go to Dawn Rider's Ripper Dock in downtown City Central, which is around here at Northside Watts. That's cool and all, but what stuff did I use and how do we obtain it all? See, that's where it gets messy because not every rarity type is in the same area, but I'll go through the must-haves for this build. OpticalCamo, which allows you to go invisible for a short amount of time. She's a damn net-running assassin. To get this in both legendary and rare forms, you must go to Octavio, who can be found in Santo Domingo sub-district. The requirements for buying these legendary variants is 39 street cred and 28,000 eddy. Now, the kerenzikov is the ability of choice. Dodge attacking, blocking, or sliding will cause time to slow for a short period of, again, time, allowing you to slice up tombs like sack of meat. To get the rare variant, you must go to Dawn, but for the legendary variant of this cyberware can be purchased from the Ripper Dock in Santo Domingo's Aereo sub-district. The requirements for purchase are 34 street cred and 28,000 eddy. Now, after finding all these docs, I now can go back to my own videos when I'm lost. This is revolutionary. Anyway, something very important to obtain also is the Bioconductor. This piece of ware extends your abilities time up to 30%. Rare variants can be found in our PAL Octavio for 4,000. Not bad, not bad. The legendary version though is found in the Aldecado mobile camp and Rocky Ridge. Quickest way there is a fast travel point called Mobile Camp, unlocked when you help save Saul from some idiots. Better call Saul. Well, actually, maybe not this one. The NetWatch NetDriver MK5 is the best of the best for ramming abilities. This is purchased from Dawn Riders Ripperdock and Wellsprings for 35,000 eddies. And oh, it's just wonderful always having so much RAM no matter what you do. Wow, we did it! Yo! We pretty much got the main ingredients out of the way. Now you can mix and match anything you may want to add yourself, but these are the extras I've added personally. So far, I added a legendary pain editor, which reduces all incoming damage by 10%. Cata Resist, which boosts my resistances by 35%. Hypnotic Signal Optimizer, which boosts my health by 60%. And Subthermal Armor, which, well, boosts my armor. And there's so much more. But that's just part of my kit. Look at that, you are now Lucy, or at least you have the abilities of Lucy. Of course, the whole modding aspect is a whole other ball game that I can't even get into in this video. That would take hours. So I'll leave you some links below to get you started on modding. But other than that, you can always get stronger based on your ninjutsu level or blades, your character's level, and any and all cyberware modifications you may have well had. You can be your own version of her. Comment down below who I should do next. Slice that like button like Lucy sliced the Maelstrom Boys.